Hello, good day to you, and trust you're doing great. So my name is Adeshawa Olushe, and I am your host on Fertility Warriors Forum. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel to learn a lot about infertility, fibroid, and uterine health in general. So today I'm going to be talking to you about how natural conception takes place, how natural conception takes place. I'm actually trying to do a summary of what natural fertility is all about and how it really happens, and what you should know as a woman, what you should take note in your body, and what could be the necessary problem you've been facing and trying to conceive naturally that you might not really be aware of, but you really want to take note so that you can do a checkup to know what is the reason of infertility, and then you can deal with it using a natural therapy program that you can sign up for when you slide into our DM or into our inbox. So let's go into details. How does natural conception occurs? So when you have sex with your husband, or when the husband has sex with a wife, as a couple, when you have sex and it is your fertile period, like I would usually say, for natural conception to take place, you must be fertile. You must be in your fertile period, and then you must be ovulating. Absence of ovulation leads to infertility. When a woman is not ovulating, of course, it's slim for pregnancy to occur. So it is during this fertile period that a woman has the chances of getting pregnant. So if you're having sex outside your fertile period, um as I would always say, the mucus and the vagina is acidic. It kills the sperm. You are not producing any egg if you're not in your fertile period, so definitely you will not be getting pregnant. So you really want to know what you're doing and how you're doing it right. So yes, when you have sex in your fertile period, and then the cervical mucus you produce in that period, and when it's your fertile window, is stretchy like the egg whites. This mucus helps the mobility of the sperm, and it keeps the sperm in place, and then the sperm swims into the fallopian tube, and the sperm can survive between 3 days to 7 days. However, the 7 days is dependent on the health life of the sperm, because some sperm would have died prior 7 days. Some can only last 5 days, while some can only last 3 days. All this is dependent on the health life of the sperm. So of course, when you're dealing with natural fertility, you want to know the health status of your husband's hair and sperm. Is he really producing healthy sperm to fertilize? So your husband's sperm swims into the fallopian tube. However, something can stop your husband's sperm from swimming into the fallopian tube. And what is it exactly? It is if you have a blocked or a damaged fallopian tube. Yes, for natural conception to take place, the sperm and the egg must meet in the fallopian tube. So if the fallopian tube is blocked or damaged, then there is no possible chance of natural fertility, because that is where the sperm and the egg meet for the sperm to fertilize the egg. So you want to be sure you're not having blocked fallopian tube that is stopping your husband's sperm from getting into the fallopian tube, because if the fallopian tube is blocked, it is difficult for the sperm to swim through. It's not going to be able to swim through, and then it bounces back. So yes, it bounces back, and then now let's talk about the egg of the woman. When the egg is released from the ovary, it has to swim into the fallopian tube also. So what happens when the fallopian tube is blocked? So you want to see some of the reasons why you might have been going through infertility issues. Could be blocked fallopian tubes. It could be any other reason. There's some reasons that they are unexplained infertility, that if you've seen a doctor and then they can't really explain, you are fine, and they can't really explain what is going on with you. So in another video, and that's why you should subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'll be discussing with you what you can do when there is a case of unexplained infertility issue. So yes, if the fallopian tube is blocked and the egg is released from the ovary, then you can see that there is no way for the egg to swim through into the fallopian tube to meet the sperm. And even because the sperm also can't swim through, then there is a case of infertility. So you can see that you might be ovulating. However, if you have a blocked fallopian tube, then there is an issue. There's an issue with natural conception. So you really want to make sure that as a woman, you're sure that you are not going through blocked or damaged fallopian tubes. So another thing that can make a woman infertile, make a woman go through infertility issue, could be the case of not ovulating at all. I said it earlier in the video. Non-ovulation, you know, some women don't even know what it is, if they're ovulating or not. So probably I want to do a video to explain to you what ovulation is all about and how you should know as a woman if you're ovulating or not. Some women are going through irregular menstruation. When your menses is not regular, then you might be dealing with it could lead to infertility issues as well. So these are some of the things that might be going through on in your body. So these are some of the things that might be going on in your body and you're not taking notice of, that is causing infertility issues. And I'm aware, and I know that some women probably you're scared to go through a test. Please, the first step you should always take when you have waited for a 12 months and then you're not conceiving, then you want to see a gynecologist. You want to know what is going on with you, and then you want to decide if you want to go through the medical therapy or you want to go through the natural therapy, where we view it through the holistic side of the holistic side of you, and then we treat you holistically with food therapy and herbs therapy. So yes, another thing is you know, hormonal imbalance. When the hormones are not balanced, when the progesterone, the estrogen are not balanced, there could be an issue with fertility. There could be an issue with conceiving naturally. Another thing is stress. You don't want to stress out yourself. Anxiety could actually lead to infertility as well. So when you look at all of these things that I've discussed with you briefly in summary, how pregnancy occurs, the sperm and the egg have to meet in the fallopian tube. So when they are not meeting in the fallopian tube, you know there's an issue, of course. And that is how it is when the egg is fertilized in the fallopian tube, that it now leaves the fallopian tube and then is being attached to the what's it called, the uterine wall for implantation. And then of course the baby starts growing. So hopefully next video I might be talking on miscarriage and what causes frequency of reoccurrence of miscarriage for some women, because some women, their infertility issue is not like they're not getting pregnant, but of course they're always having reoccurrence of miscarriage. We want to look at it in details. And most women, what we've discovered is your nutrition is wrong. When you don't eat the proper fertility meal, you might be doing yourself a whole lot of harm than good. And then the food you eat today makes up the health life of your sperm and the egg in the next 90 days. So you want to ask yourself the question, are you eating proper meal? And that is why you should not hold back to attend our next fertility forum holding on the last Saturday in August. We will be discussing the role of nutrition in natural fertility and fibroid shrinkage. You do not want to miss it. However, seats are limited. You have to register if you are going to be attending. So yes, you want to book a seat, you can slide into DM. You want to come for consultation, we have the physical consultation, which is the one-on-one, whereby you come to the office and you speak to me, you speak with me directly. And then we have the online consultation for those who are not in Lagos or who are outside Nigeria. We have the phone call consultation, whichever one that is suitable for you. It's Okay, and then you can join our Fertility Warriors Forum online. Is an international forum whereby we help women journey through natural fertility. If you send me a DM, of course I will send you the link to join us on Telegram on our online Fertility Warriors Forum, whereby you will see other women who are going to support you in this journey, and we all have the same goal. And yes, of course, confidentiality is our watchword as well. So see you, and do have a beautiful day.